All right, Texas A&M got a big victory on the road. 41-40 in South Bend. Notre Dame 0-2. And for Mike Elko and this team, we wanted to find out, okay, what were they about? Was this passing game legitimate? Was this real? Could these guys go in to an environment, play a team that played in the national championship last year and win a really competitive game? And they did that. And Marcel Reed, 17 of 37, 360 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, INT. He rushed for 37 yards. He played a good game, man. First career game with 300-plus passing yards. And it helps when you have guys like Concepcion, who they bring over from NC State, ACC Offensive Freshman of the Year. It helps when you have guys like Mario Craver, who they bring over from Mississippi State. How about this, Mario Craver? First player with 200-plus receiving yards versus an AP top 10 team since Dalton Kincaid in 2022. This is Craver's third straight 100-yard game. I tweeted it a week ago, and I said a guy that's going to be a household name in college football is Mario Craver. He showed up on a big stage. And for A&M, I thought the part of their game that was most impressive was their offensive line. All 5 starters back. That's where you got to be strong. And it showed up. They kept him clean. Reed also has the athletic ability, escapability to obviously take a little pressure off the offensive line. But that's where really things kind of opened up. I thought Notre Dame was a little light in the ass on the interior. That showed up against Miami. That showed up again this week. No true nose. And A&M was able to kind of establish that with Le'Veon Moss on the ground. I will say this, a blatant missed holding call on the go-ahead touchdown for Texas A&M in the fourth quarter with under 20 seconds left. That was bad. I understand it. Sometimes it happens. That was on Pasantis. And that was an SEC crew up there in South Bend. Just studying that game, not watching it, studying it, going back, watching it on the All-22. If Notre Dame was in a conference, they would be on the phone with that conference all day today. I thought there were 6, 7, potentially even 8 missed holding calls against Texas A&M. And it's not like A&M wasn't penalized. They were penalized 13 times. That's a lot. But in the trenches specifically in the trenches, it was way past the let the boys play. It was kind of like, I'd go back and look around and I'm like, where's the laundry? The Notre Dame fans aren't going to like that, especially with an SEC officiating crew. The other side of the ball for Notre Dame, I think right guard spot, Kirby Lambert, they got to get that established. This is an offensive line that's going to get better. Eli Raridan, I think, is developing into one of the best all-around tight ends in the country, especially from a receiving standpoint, becoming a nice safety net for C.J. Carr. But I love him in line. Jeremiah Love, we can talk all about him. I love him. Love is love. You think about the 3-down capability of Jeremiah Love and what he brings to the table. We know he can run it. We know his receiving ability out of the backfield is dynamic. Stuff he put in pass pro against A&M, who loves second, third level pressures, stoning dudes. So when you're a running back, you want to go in the first round, you got to be perfect. He's pretty darn close. Malachi Fields emerging. C.J. Carr, in my opinion, has done enough through his first 2 starts to win each of those games. I think the issue is you flip to the other side, Chris Ash, his defense, I thought was going to bounce back outside of Leonard Moore. Kassan Hobbs, Stromer on the back end, safety spot's been a little bit of a vulnerability. Christian Gray has been vulnerable, not what I expected out of him. The nickel spot is kind of glaring. It was Malachi Tony week 1, Mario Craver this week that went over 200. Marcus Freeman, first head coach in program history with multiple 0-2 starts. Notre Dame, 68 points allowed in first 2 games, most in program history. Panic button, 0. Marcus Freeman's a good coach, man. He's proved that. They got to get things cleaned up. I mentioned the concerns on the back end of the defense. It's uncharacteristic of them. We've seen this before. I know what he's made of. Notre Dame's a above average to good team. They will find their way. Will they be a playoff team? I don't know.